So we played till the lights went off. You can't see it, but those are beautiful courts. The lights are out. Anyway, let us continue this discussion. So I'm with Fu Yei of PikNinja Sports. And I mean, we had a bunch of fun today. But before that, let's say, so let's talk about what did you do before?
So that's a great question. My last 9-to-5 job, I was actually the associate director at a company called St. Paul Urban Tennis. And my role was to manage all the youth tennis and adult tennis over at St. Paul for the last couple of years. And so I did that, and I had 80 coaches under me. I had 5 supervisors, and we were at 35 sites in St. Paul. So, you know, the things I'm doing now, I'm just transitioning into pickleball now for my children. So
80 coaches under you?
I did, yep.
Wow.
80,
and this
part-time,
is
full-time. You know.
St. Paul Urban Tennis?
St. Paul Urban Tennis, which is an amazing nonprofit organization, and I loved working there. And it was very sad to leave them, but you know, I had to, you know, commit myself to my family. So.
And what's so neat is, so tell us how you started PikNinja Sports.
So the funny thing was, I tried my best to teach my kids how to play tennis, and they were like, "Dad, I don't know how to keep the score. Like, how do you got 15 points now? You know, what's deuce mean?" So eventually I started teaching them pickleball, and they loved it. And I was like, "Hey, I got something here. Like, you know, I got a 7-year-old, 4-year-old, and 3-year-old, and they just wanted to keep playing pickleball with me. They could keep 10 balls in play." And I was like, "Wait a minute, let's do something with pickleball." But my daughter was like, "Dad, I want to get a paddle, but I don't like any of the way these paddles look." And so I was like, "Well, let's make you one, Kennedy." And so eventually, you know, the birth of some of, you know, the PikNinja Assassin Pro, which she was like, "I want an assassin warrior, Dad, because I want to be like Mulan or, you know, Raya the Last Dragon and all these, you know, Disney, you know, motivational figures." So I made that, and we started playing out in public courts, and people were like, "Hey, how do I get that? Where'd you get that from?" And eventually there was a brand that we wanted to build, and you know, so it all kind of just happened out of the blue, and here we are, you know.
So a dad getting his kids to play. By the way, did you know that's how the sport started? Some dads in Bainbridge Island in '65, they had their kids that were bored, and they were like, "Hey, isn't that cool? This is a dad sport."
Oh my goodness, yo.
I'm a dad, son.
Back to the beginnings.
Both my sons, remember that, okay?
Right.
So,
what luck.
So you came up with this great design, you know, and your daughter loved it, and your kids.
For sure, yeah.
Okay. And I got to tell you, my son, I mean, Walter loves this paddle. He loves the way it plays.
That.
He loves the way it feels, and of course the look.
Yeah. And it's definitely a player's paddle for tennis players, but I made it very forgiving. So it's got a giant sweet spot. It's only, you know, it's about 8 ounces on average, and it's, you know, it's a thinner profile. I started with the Tempest Wave Pro, my official first paddle, and I started playing with some Sulker Epics, and then I was like, wait a minute, maybe I could combine the two and make something, you know, with a little more grit and a little more grab to the ball, because tennis players like to spin and do other things with it. And so, you know, it's also got the tennis octagon grip. It's a little longer than the regular grips, and it's just a super grippy cushion air grip, and you know, a lot of feel to it for tennis players, but also everybody else. So, you know, I play with it exclusively. I've got some 5.0, 4.5 players playing with it as well, and they just love it right now. So we've been very thankful that the community is embracing what we're doing.
Yeah, I know. And my son, my youngest son, who loves his paddle, he grew up playing tennis. And by the way, he's playing varsity tomorrow.
Oh, great!
So that's probably why I won't see you tomorrow. But you know, I'm kind of proud of him.
Yeah, and I just want to thank Andrew and his family for hosting me here in Kansas City. We're all out here for a few days for spring break with the family. We've been hitting up the zoos and the museums, and it's a beautiful place. And just, you know, meeting all these amazing players. You know, hung out with Rachel and Colin, and you know, just a ton of fun, you know, here in town. So, you know, come out here and enjoy Kansas City. Too bad the lights went out on us, but you know, we made it to the very end and played 5-6 hours today. So I appreciate you guys for having me.
And let's go ahead and talk about the launch.
Oh yes. So, and we've only had a soft launch, pre-launch. So we're waiting for all the inventory to get in, because I don't want to sell out my stuff, you know, right away. But you know, stay tuned, guys. It's coming out really quickly here. We've got, you know, we're stocked up with inventory. We've got things ready to go, and you know, so just hang tight, and you'll see some, you know, fun things happen soon. So thank you, guys.